Hello everybody, welcome to this week's version of Full Force. I've put up the Twitter poll and we've got the results. Everybody wants me to draft as many trials and cartouches as physically possible. This is going to be a disaster. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm viewing this almost as more of a stipulation draft than a regular Full Force episode where we try and see an archetype that works. Because this one's not going to work. This is going to be a challenge, is what this is going to be. We're going to need to take every trial and cartouche that we see as part of the challenge, and then I'm just going to take a lot of mana fixing and I guess creatures that work with them. We'll see how this turns out. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Let's just jump in and see if we can get as many trials and cartouches as we're going to need for this. The one that I'm really looking for in this is going to be the blue trial, because the blue trial drawing us a bunch of cards I think is going to give us a little bit of consistency, and it's probably, it's one of the more important actual trials. Like, I need more trials than cartouches. I need a lot of trials, which is going to be tough because all the trials are pretty good. Wow. All right, can I take Glyph Keeper? Are there any trials or cartouches that I have to take? There aren't. Sweet. I get the Glyph Keeper. Well, I want to be blue, because I'm hoping that I get the blue trial, because that's what, if we're going to do a crazy weird stipulation draft, I want to draw a lot of cards. Just put it that way. And, I mean, Glyph Keeper is awesome, so pretty happy about that. Now, ooh, tokens. That's kind of cool. But not for our needs right now. Alright, if we're going to take trials and cartouches, maybe Gift of Paradise, because I'm going to need fixing. I feel like I can get Gift of Paradise really late, though. Hieroglyphic Illumination could be okay. Renewed Faith gains me life and cycles. Honestly, not the worst plan. Oh, this is a tough one. Renewed Faith and Gift should wheel, though. Had the opening to a really cool zombie deck. I could have taken the Lord of the Accursed and then maybe Anointed Procession or Wayward Servant. I'm going to take the Hieroglyphic Illumination, though. Depending on how spicy I felt. This is probably the correct pick. This is the spicy pick. I'm going to take this because I like drawing cards, and I'm going to need it for consistency. We already have a blue card. A few reasons like that. Evolving Wilds, probably a good pick. Certainly don't mind taking, like, Vizier of Deferment. Deferment has been very good for me. Gravedigger, also quite good, but I like Evolving Wilds at this point. Well, actually, do I? Do I like Evolving Wilds enough? I'm going to be able to pick up Evolving Wilds later, I'd say. Generally, you can find one or two. They tend to go fairly late. Maybe I just want Gravedigger. I'll take Gravedigger. So far, no trials, no cartouches. Final rewards, sweet. This isn't what I want. Where are my trials and cartouches at? Although, maybe this will be a much easier challenge than I thought. If I don't have to take any trials or cartouches, things get much easier. Okay, this does fix every color. I also already did a stipulation draft on stream with Luxor River Shrines and Pyramid of the Pantheon. Basically just anything that made brick counters. It was honestly pretty decent. I went 1 and 2 with it, but the 2 matches that I lost, I took it to 3 games and they were all really tight. Like, it was one of those each of them were those matches where it was like, every turn of the game, I'm like, I think I can win now, and then it would just get clawed back, and it was like that back and forth for a long time. So we've got Wasteland Scorpion, Pyramid. Pyramid should wheel, that's the thing. Also River Serpent. I kind of like the Scorpion. Naga Oracle is probably better than either, but these cycle for cheaper, and they're good blockers. I think that I like that. Aven Initiate, Censor, Shimmer Scale, Gift of Paradise, Evolving Wilds. At this point, I'm going to take the Evolving. Some very good blue cards that I would not mind having. We've got like a really good start to a blue-black cycling deck, or just blue-black kind of control list, but I know that eventually I'm going to get a trial or a cartouche that's not in these colors, and I'm going to want an Evolving Wilds. Let's take the Worldly. Spring to Mind. Maybe now is the time for a Spring to Mind. Ramps and gives us cards. Might not be the worst idea. And what else am I taking here? Oshra Cultivator. Sure, I'll take the Spring to Mind. Not super excited about it, but it's a possibility for sure. Dune Beetle, Giant Spider, and Naga Oracle. This seems weird, I'm sure, to a lot of people, but I think that I want the Dune Beetle. The reason being that I already have 2 4-drops and 2 5s. Spring to Mind. Like, I've got a lot of expensive cards. Dune Beetle is an early drop that has a big butt, so it can save us a lot of life. If we're against an aggro deck, I'm going to want this early and often. We're going to need the time that it can buy us. We've already been seeing Naga Oracles going really late. I wouldn't be surprised if we can pick up another one. Essence Scatter, Spidery Grasp, Cancel. I like Cancel a decent amount in this format. There's some very expensive cards that are actually good to play. This format can be kind of slow and derpy. And something like Sandworm Convergence is very playable. And so Cancel becomes a little better when there's big 8 mana and 7 mana spells and stuff running around. But I think I like Essence Scatter. The double blue is what's going to be a problem. I'm kind of worried about that. Giant Spider doesn't seem bad either, but I don't know. I like the Essence Scatter. Gift of Paradise. Yeah, we could have a really sweet cycling deck. Holy crap, it was really open. Unburden, Faith. Poof. Good cards. I'm going to take the Gift, though. I'm sure that the people in this draft are going like, what is going on? Why am I getting these cards? Like, wait. I passed all these black cards, and black didn't seem open because someone was taking things like Final Reward and Gravedigger, but now I'm getting them back? Why am I getting them back halfway through the pack? Because I'm going to need a Gift of Paradise eventually. Like the Skirmisher. Little more than Unburden. Unburden's good, but I just think that we need the creatures right now. I'm a little bit worried about what our creature count will look at the end of this. Because if we're going to have to take Cartouches later, yeah, I mean, we're going to need a fairly high creature count. A, to put Cartouches on, and B, because most of our non-creature cards are going to need to be Trials and Cartouches. I'm hoping. We managed to dodge, like, there was 0 Trials and 0 Cartouches in that first pack. Not actually happy about that. A, because I think that it makes a slightly less interesting video if we don't have to go super crazy deep on it. And B, because then if I am grabbing a bunch of Cartouches this pack, it's a lot worse, because I would like to have grabbed a Trial or something already. Rags to Riches, Cartouche of Ambition, Cartouche of Zeal. Alright, we've got some Cartouches. Would love Rags to Riches, is a pretty solid card. Not amazing, but the Rags side of it is very good. The Riches is not so much, but... I mean, it's half a card. You can't ask for too much out of half a card. Cartouche of Ambition, much better than Cartouche of Zeal, and more on color. So I'm definitely taking that. Hoping that this actually gets picked up and I don't have to take it. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm really hoping that Cartouche of Zeal gets taken here. Unless we get Trials. If we get a couple Trials, then I might change my tune real quick. No Trials this pack, no Cartouches either. Yeah, nothing. I'm just double checking. Naga Vitalist could be good. Ramp and not really fixing. It fixes double costs. Dread Wanderer is really good. And it doesn't have to be in an aggro deck. I've been impressed with this in control lists too, because it can block. It's really important that it can block. Returning blocker is insane. Yeah, sure, there's downsides to it. You can only activate it when you only have 1 card in hand and it enters tapped, but it's still got a lot of upside just to be able to constantly come back and block things. And with 2 power, it will often trade with a fair number of creatures. Slam that. Ooh. I really want this pull from tomorrow. Or, man, Ruthless Sniper. We'd had such a sick cycling deck. It's been insanely open. But hey, there's a Cartouche. So, jam it. Ooh. Alright, Cartouche's Strength is awesome. That is a great card. Cartouche's Ambition is decent, but not amazing. Cartouche's Strength is the real deal. Like, this card's worth splashing. It's just fantastic. So I'm pretty happy about picking up that Cartouche. I need some Trials to go with them. If I have 3 Cartouches, getting a Trial now is really good for us. Trial of Knowledge somewhere, please. That's what I want. I want a Trial of Knowledge. Painted Bluffs could help with some mana. Even Initiate's good, though, and there's... I don't know. I don't have a really real reason to take more green cards. I would like to keep it as a little bit of a splash. Right now, we're just basically Salt High. And... Even Initiate. Sure. Dune Beetle number 2. Kefnit's Monument is pretty... Second Wayward Servant. Zombie deck would have also been really good. I'm sure that we're just throwing off everybody's drafts, because there's all these archetypes that seem kind of open right now, and it's probably because people have to keep switching because we're doing such weirdness here. Let's grab Dune Beetle. If I'm the person next, if I'm somebody next to this drafter, like, if I'm not us, and I'm whoever else we're drafting with, I'm somebody that's on our left, what do you keep taking? Because you keep getting like, oh, wow, insane zombies. Oh my god, there's a great blue-black cycling deck coming around. Oh wait, all the blue-black cards are being taken. Okay, we'll go zombies. Wait, all the blue-black cards are coming back around again. Like, it's got to go back and forth for them. It'd be really frustrating, honestly. I would not want to be Dreamer or Squee Woo here. Quarry Hauler, Essence Scatter, Festering Mummy, Spidery Grasp. Ancient Crab, maybe, just as blocker forever. It's fair enough. Quarry Hauler might be better. I don't know. I'm not super excited about any of these. Guess I'll Quarry. Another Gift of Paradise. Hieroglyphic Illumination again. I'm a big fan of the Hieroglyphic Illumination in this deck. I don't think I need a second gift. I think that I want the Hieroglyphic. Painted Bluffs or Renewed Faith. Maybe Unburden. Unburden's pretty solid. I could just take Unburden. I really don't like Painted Bluffs. It's just not that good. And we should be able to pick them up really late because of that. Pitiless Vizier. Yeah, this cycle deck was wide open. I'll take it. Sniper Wield. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. Sniper it is. Miasmic Mummy. That's actually pretty good with Sniper. Brick it up. I just realized we didn't get back the Pyramid of the Pantheon. Somebody else took that for fixing. That's surprising. That card's not very good. I think it's way too slow and dirtily. We have a full deck right now. I have to play the Cartouche. If we're not playing a lot of other colors, I'd cut Spring to Mind and cut Gift, and I'd just play Cartouche. And this deck suddenly looks kind of sort of reasonable? New Perspectives. Way cheaper cycling and extra cards. Cool card. Would be tempted to try it. But, boom! Trial of Knowledge. We did it. Cartouche's Zeal got taken last time, so hopefully it gets taken again. I just get this trial, and I'm super happy. That is fantastic for us. Oracle's Vault. I've actually had somebody say that this was good. I can't see it, but... I mean, I don't know. It's so slow. And you're looking at 10? Yeah, like 10 mana before you can start actually using it. This is a slow, dirtily format. Oh! Well... I was going to say, I'd rather have Even Initiate. But I'd rather not have either. I'd rather have Cartouche Solidarity. Obviously. What else could I possibly want from that pack? No other trials. A third Cartouche of Ambition, which... okay. I'll take it. I have to, so I will. Oh, no. Ooh. I like Cartouche of Knowledge. Okay. If I'm going to have to take a Cartouche, I'm actually happy taking Cartouche of Knowledge. Because I'm pretty sure it goes Strength, then Knowledge, then Ambition, then Solidarity, then Zeal. And Knowledge is very powerful. I'm happy with the Knowledge. I'm just hoping that I don't have to cut a lot of real cards to play all of these Cartouches. I'd like another trial. Another trial would actually be really good. A trial of strength or whatever, the black one would be amazing. Illusory wrappings is removal. What do I have for removal right now? I have Ruthless Sniper. Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of Essence Scatter, Cartouche Strength, and Final Reward. Wrappings might be the card. I'll take the wrappings. I think now I cut the Unburden. Ugh. I don't know. I don't want to cut too much cycling because I actually wouldn't mind playing Ruthless Sniper. But I don't think I'm going to have enough. Pitiless Vizier can probably leave too because I don't think I'm going to have enough cycling to support it. I'll need something else that can hold onto a Cartouche instead. Reverse Serpent might work. It cycles, it's big, it holds Cartouches pretty well, works well with Cartouche Strength, which I don't have a lot of things that do right now. You need bigger creatures for Cartouche Strength, and I don't have a lot of fatties. Another Gift of Paradise. Painted Bluffs. I feel like Painted Bluffs is the pick now. I definitely don't need Nest of Scarabs, although I'd love to try that deck someday. But it feels like a Painted Bluffs is a good idea. That way I might even just run like 1 white, 1 green, and Painted Bluffs Evolving Wilds. 3 sources for each. A little bit awkward, but might not be that bad of an idea. Another Hieroglyphic. So we're not going to get any more trials, sadly. Still pretty happy that I got the Trial of Knowledge, though. That's one of the better ones. Trial of Zeal, I think, is pretty easily the best. But at the same time, we don't want red. I really don't need a red card. My worry now is that we wheel a Cartouche of Zeal. Because that's going to cause some problems. Another Unburden, Spidery Grasp, Stinging Shot. Stinging Shot might be the pick, because I can have it in the sideboard. I'm going to be playing a little bit of green. And if I'm having trouble with flyers, Stinging Shot is a card that can come in. It cycles if you don't have the green, so it's not a big downside to put it in a deck that might not be able to play it all the time. Oh, Ketra's Monument. Kind of a cool idea. Gives us extra things to put Cartouches on, but, I mean, we also need creatures first, so it's weird. It helps and hinders at the same time. I might just take Oracle's Vault just for fun. I'm not going to actually play it, but there's nothing else here that I care about. Take the rare. Rare drafting. Lay Bare the Heart. I don't think I want a second Painted Bluffs. Well, I really don't like double Painted Bluffs, but maybe it's not that bad of an idea. No, it's a pretty bad idea. Like, never mind. I'm talking myself out of this. Oh, I should have taken Slitherblade. Slitherblade with all these Cartouches would have actually been reasonable. Well, too late. Another River Shrine. So we desperately need Trial of Knowledge every game. I might take out the Ruthless Sniper. I just need to think of how many actual discards / counters cycles I have. Maybe Essence Scatter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, Sniper still seems good. I can take the Essence Scatter out. I'm not a huge fan of it. So, there we go. Bam. Got the deck. And fill out some lands. 1 and 1, 7, 6. Splashes are a little bit rough. But I think it's okay. And I think I want to go the other way with our islands versus our swamps. The big thing being that our black is a little bit more early game The blue is... Sure, we have a double blue Glyph Keeper, but it's all a little later. I can Hieroglyphic Illumination in the River Serpent. Obviously, I wouldn't mind cycling early, but they're not as important to play early as something like a Dread Wanderer or Ruthless Sniper. So, alright, this tech turned out both better and worse than I expected. Better in that it looks kind of like an actual deck. Worse in that I wanted to go way deeper and have like multiple trials and just go to town. Not bad though. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, 7. This is if we get trial early, we're gonna deck ourselves. We have so many ways to return it. It's kind of ridiculous. I might almost just not want a Hieroglyphic Illumination, but then how do I get to the trial, right? Maybe Unburden instead. Yeah, I might just... I'm gonna change that actually. I wouldn't mind just switching those. Having 1 and 1 seems like a better idea. I don't need to change the mana for that either, because I did have the extra Swamp already. And I'm cycling this about 90% of the time. I'm probably doing that with this too, but... Yeah, alright. I like it. This is an interesting deck. It should be something. Let's go play some matches.